Number 1. Identifying difficult people. Difficult people can take many forms. Difficulty can manifest itself in quite a few ways, oftentimes, including people who spread rumors, who find the negative in everything, those who rarely cooperate, or who don't value the input and opinions of others. They may find every opportunity to create problems, or they may simply use passive resistance to waylay your best efforts to move your agenda forward. Number 2, don't try changing them. When we meet a difficult person, or if we have one in our family, or circle of friends, our instinct is to try changing them. We try to encourage downers to be more positive, passives to stand up for themselves, tanks to calm down, and better thans to be more humble. This never works. In fact, when you try to change someone, they tend to resent you, dig in their heels, and get worse. Number 3, understanding. First, it is important to understand why someone is behaving in such an unpleasant manner. Some resent this idea and argue that there are no excuses, and that they will not tolerate rudeness under any circumstances. But understanding why someone is being so horrible will help you keep your temper and react in a more effective way. Number 4, don't overthink the situation. If you've confronted someone about their behavior and things haven't improved, accept that you've done as much as you possibly could to improve relations with them. You can't make someone be polite if they want to be rude, and it is not your responsibility to try to fix them. In fact, trying too hard to force a change in their behavior will often make them behave worse instead of better. Sometimes you just have to accept people's rudeness, realize it is not your fault, and let them find their own solutions. Number 5, stay calm and objective. Learning to stay calm, and avoiding being goaded into an emotional reaction, is critical to avoid ceding the upper hand to the other person. They are seeking an emotional response, so you want to present as detached and objective. This can be difficult if you are feeling the adrenaline rush preparing you for fight or flight, but you need to learn to find a circuit breaker to lead your emotions away. This can take some trial and error but can include counting to 10 internally, walking away, taking a deep breath or focusing on what is being said, rather than who is saying it. It also takes courage and resolve, especially if the other person is physically intimidating, but even a small win this time will give you added confidence to handle similar situations more effectively in the future. Number 6, put the pressure back on them. Once you have empathized with them, put the pressure back on them by calmly pushing them for a solution. Difficult and aggressive people try to make you feel uncomfortable or inadequate by putting you down and focusing on what they think you are doing wrong, instead of being collaborative. If you can calmly and repeatedly ask them constructive and probing questions about how they can solve the problem, may disorientate them sufficiently to dissolve the situation. Number 7, empathize with the rude person. Don't take rudeness personally. Maybe the rude person is just having a bad day, and taking it out on the world. Oftentimes, you can break the cycle of rudeness by empathizing with the root of someone's cantankerous behavior, as a sign that he or she is unhappy, and be kind. Number 8, reduce your interaction time. It helps during conflict to notice your triggers, then give yourself a cooling off period to think through the situation, before jumping into it again. If every effort fails, then you are left with the option to reduce your interaction time as much as possible. Completely ignoring the person might not be possible if you have business with them. But then try to keep your conversations short and simple. There are 4 different types of difficult people. Downers are also known as negative Nancy's or Debbie Downers. They always have something bad to say. They complain, critique and judge. They are almost impossible to please. Better thans also are known as know-it-alls, one-uppers or show-offs. They like to try impressing you, name-dropping and comparing. Passives also are known as pushovers, yes-men and weaklings. They don't contribute much to conversations or people around them and let others do the hard work. Tanks also are known as being explosive, a handful, or bossy. They want their way and will do anything to get it. Think about the person in your life, and figure out which category they are in, and try to apply what you just learned.